Good evening, guys and girls. And this is Rob, and promised to have everybody 2020 um, predictions for MLB and kind of put them together. And I think pretty close to what I think is going to be happening this year. All right, let's start. All right, let's start with the AL East. Probably one of the easier ones to pick. And yeah, I'm picking the national. I mean, I'm picking the National League. I'm picking the American League. The AL East first. I'm going to go with the New York Yankees. New York Yankees. I got a little X beside them because I think they go on in 100 games. Okay, two teams I've got winning 100 games this year, and the Yankees are one of them. Coming in second place is probably a team that you would not be expecting me to pick this year, or maybe nobody else is expecting to pick. They've fixed their bullpen a lot. They've got a lot more power than they've had in the past, and they're just a better team. It's Toronto. Toronto is going to be my second pick for the season. They're going to be above 500. They're a better team than most people think. It'll be very, very tough to beat. Third team is Tampa Bay Rays. I got the Rays coming in third. I think they're going to be right around 500. I don't think they're going to dazzle anybody. I don't think they're going to surprise anybody with anything they've got, really. But I think they come in right around 500 this year. Boston Red Sox, a down year for the Red Sox, obviously, unless they really come out the gate hot. If they come out the gate hot, then expect to maybe see some trades. Even in April, they're going to have to probably get some more arms to even be able to even try to hang with Toronto, much less the Yankees. But they got to come out. This is a team that has to come out of the gate 20-5, something like that, to justify going out and making some trades. I don't see it happening, but if it does, then they can finish above 500. I don't think it happens. I see this team probably winning 74, 75 games. Baltimore Orioles, this is just a worse version of the 2019 Baltimore Orioles. They're worse than they were last year. They don't have any pitching. Most of it's double-A pitching, and a lot of it's retreads. Orioles are in some serious, serious trouble. The American League Central this year, a little more open than it has been in the past, but I'm going to take the Minnesota Twins again. The Twins didn't do a lot to hurt themselves. They get Donaldson. So that's a power upgrade, no doubt about that. He's capable of hitting 40, 50 home runs. And he's not a bad defensive third baseman at that. They've still got some great pitching. Their bullpen's not bad either. I like the Twins there in the Central. Close second, maybe the Cleveland Indians. I know a lot of people liking the White Sox. I think the White Sox may be a year or two away. They still got some stuff going on. But the Indians, we'll see what they've got. The Indians are starting to get a little bit older. And that could, really, really pry the second place away from them real quick. Is just age has something to do that a lot of times. And if the Indians don't play as well as they're capable of, they can definitely fall back to third, fourth place. White Sox, like I say, I pick them third. They're more than capable of winning this division. If they came out the gate, just like I was talking about the Red Sox, if they come out the gate 20-5, they can win this division and leave everybody in the dust. I don't think it happens. And I just think they're just a year or two away. A couple more players, which they're not scared at all to spend. But I'm picking them third. Kansas City Royals, pretty much flip a coin with them in Detroit. They both going to suck this year. I'm taking the Royals fourth. I'm taking the Detroit Tigers fifth. The American League West may not be a very, very popular choice here, but I'm taking the Oakland A's. Everybody that I hear says Houston's going to get galvanized and become a stronger team due to what happened to them. I don't think so. This is a young club that's still going through their bumps, and I'm talking about Houston. Um, and they just this is this is just one they can't afford. This is a year that they can't afford to bump up or really foul up a lot. But everywhere they go, they're going to get pounded as far as um, you know just public. And I just don't see Houston being able to hold on. And I like it. I like A's. I like the A's in the West. I like Houston second. The Angels did some stuff, did some good stuff in the offseason. They're not as good a team as the Astros. And really, I'm not even saying the A's are better than the Astros. I just think they're going to play. And I just think the Astros are going to have so much going against them all season long. A's, Astros, then the Angels. I'm taking the Rangers. It's a pitiful situation with the Rangers. The Rangers opened a nice, beautiful stadium, and they spent nothing as far as free agents to bring in there. It's pitiful. I hope nobody goes to the Rangers games the first half of the season. That would serve them right. And I'm taking the Mariners to come in last in the West. All right, let's go over to the National League West. National League West, another X right here because it's another 100-win team. And that's going to be the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers have everything in the world. They have, bats. They've got Price. They've already got probably the best starting pitching in baseball. And then they've got a great bullpen, and then they have a great bench, and also some just great position players. Dodgers could win 115 games this year. They're that good. Second place, I'm telling you right now, this is a team that has been impressing me all spring long, and this team could win 90 games this year. They really could. And it's San Diego Padres. They have impressed the crap out of me. They have played well. When I've watched them, they've played well. They've hit the ball, they've pitched, and they've played defense. Now, of course, when the real time starts in 2.5 weeks, who knows what happens? But still, right now, I'm taking the Padres. I like the Padres, the way they've come out and the way they've started playing, and fool me with it. Show, they may be able to fool me, but they look good to me. Arizona Diamondbacks, I'm taking them third place. I think they have done a little bit this year to try to help their cause, and they're not a bad team anyway. So I'm taking them third. Rockies, I picked them last year to win the division, and they really, really disappointed. This is a team I still think they're loaded with talent. They just, man, oh man, they just don't put it together. Trevor Story, Nolan Arenado. I mean, these guys have so much punch, and they just, it doesn't look like when one's hitting, one's not. When one is playing well, the other one's not. It's just, that's the way it is. And they just don't seem to get their acts together. If they ever do, the Rockies are a very, very interesting team to watch. They may be a fun team to watch this year as well. But until that time, I'll take them fourth. And San Francisco Giants, save your money if you're in the Bay. Don't even go there. Okay. Central, probably one of the more interesting divisions in baseball. I've seen 4 different teams picked to win this division. I'm sticking with what people get there on, and that's pitching. And I'll take St. Louis Cardinals. Here comes Ms. Rob in the door. But I'll take St. Louis Cardinals. I think they're a little bit better than anybody else out there.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. And I just think they've got that little bit more out there than anybody right now. I like the Cardinals. Um, Underappreciated Milwaukee Brewers. Everybody's picking them third, fourth. I don't know why. I really like the Brewers. They don't have the best pitching. They don't have the best hitting. They just play tough. And every time I watch them, they always are playing tough. Now, they don't have near the pitching that the Cardinals have, but the Cardinals don't have near the offense that Milwaukee has. So, in that case, I'm just going with pitching over hitting. So I'm going with St. Louis and then Milwaukee. I'm going with the Cubs third, Cincinnati Reds fourth, Pittsburgh Pirates. This could be a dismal season for the Pirates, shamefully, but I just don't think they've got a whole lot going on this year. National League East. Now this one's near and dear to my heart, folks. I'm a Phillies fan, but I can't pick your Phillies. I cannot pick your Phillies. I'm good with look you in the guys in the eye. I got to pick your Braves. Braves won this division last year. You got to realize the Nats came in on a wild card and then ended up won this division last year. You got to realize the Nats came in on a wild card and then ended up winning this year. I don't think they're a 100-win team, but because each team in this division is going to be beating the crap out of each other all year long. I like your Braves, probably 96, 97 wins. The Nats, I think they've fallen a little bit. And in fact, I've got them just about tied with the Phillies, probably 87, 88 wins. Phillies and Nats, I got them finishing second to each other. Nats undoubtedly have the better pitching staff of the Phillies and Nats. But boy, oh boy, the Phillies have such a great offensive team. They could have one of the three best lineups in baseball. With Gregorius could be batting as low as seventh. And what's up, G Puck? When you got Gregorius possibly batting seventh, or there's a lot of guys out there that in this lineup. It's just such a good lineup. It really is. And we'll see. And if Alec Bohm can start the season in Philadelphia, this kid is more than capable of hitting 25, 30 home runs. He is a more consistent hitter than Rhys Hoskins. And Hoskins could be sent down to the minors real quick, or he could be on the trading block very, very quickly. Don't be surprised if you see that happen. But if Rhys Hoskins comes out hitting, Alec Bohm comes out hitting, then all they need is those left-handed hitters. Bryce or Didi Gregorius, Adam Hazley, they just got to hold up their end. The left-handers do. This team is going to be very, very, very tough to beat. More than capable of winning 90 games if the pitching comes through for them. But their pitching is just really lacking right now. That's the only reason I got them winning 87 games right now. The Mets really did not a lot to help their cause. Their manager admittedly said, I'm just happy to be here. And I saw that on a broadcast this week. I'm just happy to be here. Sometimes that's not maybe the right words to use. Maybe say, I'm happy to be here and I hope to take his team as far as I can. But he never mentioned that. All he said, I'm just happy to be here. So he's going to do everything he can not to lose his job, not to try to help him, keep his job. And then the Marlins are just they're a train wreck. I was talking to one of my buddies last night. He was talking about how the Marlins are trying to get their stuff together. And I told him, I said, look, they just look like a train wreck to me. I mean, they don't impress me at all. Marlins do not impress me one bit. All right, guys. So I've got the Yankees winning over 100 games in the American League. I've got the Dodgers winning over 100 games in the National League. So who do I have winning my MVPs? What's going on, Sean? Well, in the American League, I'm not going any different, man. I picked it last year, and I'm gonna pick him again. I'm going with Mike Trout. Mike Trout's more than capable of hitting 45 home runs. He's more than capable of hitting 140 in. He can hit 325. Look, he's not always had a lot of people around him. He's got more bats around him now too, and he's got better pitching. Yeah, I like my. You can't pitch around everybody on that team. Mike Trout, MVP. Clevenger for the Indians. I'm picking him to win the Cy Young this year. I know a lot of people want to pick Cole. I know a lot of people want to pick the kid for the Astros. What's his name? Verlander. You know, Cole is going to have more pressure on him than he's ever had. Ever. He never had this much pressure in Houston. The first time that tent folds, I'm wondering what's going to happen, and I worry for the kid. You know, I know he's a good pitcher, a better than good pitcher, but I just worry about him under the blanket of the New York media. I just don't like that situation at all. Verlander being back to number one again, got to go up against all of the number ones. He didn't have to do that last year. You know, he was going up against other guys' twos and threes. Not this year. You're going up against everybody's ones. Put the brakes on it. I like Clevenger this year. I think Clevenger wins the Cy Young. Let's go to the National League. A lot harder to pick the MVP here, but I tell you, I like Ronald Acuna Jr. Ronald Acuna for the Braves has a lot of power. He's got to get his head out of his ass because he plays stupid sometimes. I mean, he does some stupid stuff. But if he runs the bases like he can, if he hits like he can, this is a kid who can hit over 300. This is a kid who can hit over 30 home runs and a kid who can hit over 120 RBIs. And he can carry this team. He carried them last year for the better part of 2.5 months. I don't think he has quite the load on him this year just because Atlanta just has a ton of pitchers, especially in the bullpen, man. They are mean in the bullpen this year. But they're going to have a lot of 2-1, 3-1, 3-2 games this year. I really think so. And in that case, Acuna really needs to come through for him. He's going to have to get the single shots off sometimes when he just needs, when they need a home run and not count on everybody being on base. Probably doesn't get over 110, 115 RBIs, only due to the fact I don't think he's going to have a lot of men on base in front of him all the time. We'll see. Ozzie Albies, very, very reliable base runner. If he can get on base a lot, then, yeah, he's more than capable of hitting over 120 in. Cy Young this year, I almost went with Kershaw. I think Kershaw is really going to have himself a comeback year. But I'm going with Walker Buehler. Walker Buehler, he the number one for the Dodgers, and probably clear cut number one for the Cy Young. I think in the National League anyway. I think he's the best pitcher out there right now in either league. You can include Cole, you can include Verlander, you can include Clevenger, but I like Walker Buehler better than anybody out there right now, and I think he wins the Cy Young for the Dodgers this year, and I think he pretty much I think he wraps it up in a nice bow. He probably wins over 20 games, and it's probably not a big conversation as to who wins it. DeGrom, come on. You got to win more than 12 games, 10 games, okay? You got to win more than 10. I'm sorry. And, I don't – they just don't try to help Jacob at all in New York. And I can understand if he ever gets a chance to jump at ship, definitely do it, because that's one that's definitely sinking. And I'm talking about New York. In the playoffs, I eventually see the Yankees playing the Dodgers. And I like the Yankees in 7. I know a lot of people saying, wow, how are you picking the Yankees in 7? I think the Yankees get some of these big parts back during the year. I don't think they're going to have a whole lot of pressure right behind them most of the year. I think they probably win their division by well over 10 games. They don't have they're not going to be playing in a pressure cooker of New York like they have in the past with Boston on their heels or another team or Tampa on their heels. I just don't see it. I think Toronto is the second best team in that division, and I think they're a head and shoulders below the Yankees with their starting lineup right now, and that's without Judge, and that's without Stanton. And even if they don't start their catcher at the beginning of the year. Yankees have got, obviously some healing to do, but they thanks, Arnold. I appreciate it, bud. Thanks a lot. I think the Yankees have got some healing up to do. Judge with the floating rib, the broken rib. Stanton still hurting. He's out. He's starting on the IL, and their catcher may even start on the injured list. He was having back problems. He may not. He's supposed to throw again Tuesday. We'll see. But even if he doesn't start the season, the Yankees still have enough talent. DJ LeMahieu, that Voit, they've just got so much talent out there. It's crazy. And they have a lot of pitching, even if some of the pitchers, and there's a couple of them's out for the season, I hear. But they just have so much in AAA and so much in the major league squad that when they intertwine and just, okay, who do we need today? Who do we need tomorrow? They're just a better team than any of those teams in the East. And I just think that they're gonna put it together. They're gonna be battle tested by the time of the end of the year, especially if they play in teams like the Twins, A's, or the Astros. I think it's going to be very, very tough for the Astros to not make the playoffs, even though I think the A's win the division. But I think that the Astros are going to be very, very close if they're not. So that's my picks, guys. I like the Yankees over the Dodgers in 7 games. MVP of Mike Trout in the American League. Cy Young of Clevenger for the Indians. MVP in the National League, Ronald Acuna Jr. Cy Young Award winner in the National League, Walker Buehler. And I like the Yankees beating the Dodgers in 7 games. We'll see what happens. Division winners, Yankees, Twins, A's. I'm picking the A's over the Astros. Dodgers, Cardinals, Braves. Not a lot of difference from last year, guys. Really isn't. I mean, Cardinals, Dodgers, Braves, Yankees, Twins. Picked all those last year. Went with the A's instead of the Astros just because of the inner struggles with the Astros. So we'll see what happens. If you guys don't agree with me, hey, leave me a message. A lot of guys aren't shy about doing it. Hey, and I appreciate it. You can leave me messages down here, or you can get back to me. Yeah, definitely leave a message down below and say, look, I like this team because of this, or I like this team. Or if you want to just give me every one of the teams, just show me who you think is going to win the division and who you think is going to win the Cy Young, MVP, and the World Series. I appreciate it. thank you for hanging around with me for 25 minutes, Rob. How do you think Astros will do with all these distractions and heckling? That's what I was talking about earlier. I think they're gonna fold. I like the A's. I'm picking the A's to win that division straight up. The Astros are the better team. The Astros are the much better team. I mean, come on, Lord mercy. Mariners. What's up, Sean? Mariners, Rangers, Angels, Astros, A's. Astros are a much better team. Yeah, they're the better team, but they're such a young team, and they're going to be under. I mean, come on. Every time they move, they're not going to know what to expect. But every team, when they go into a stadium, is going to treat them different. And can you imagine every day being? Think of it this way: every day being April Fool's Day. And somebody's on your back you got to look behind your back all the time, wondering if somebody's going to pull a trick on you. You know what I'm saying? It's like that all the time. I never liked working in an environment when I knew, yeah, anywhere. But I know you guys have had to have worked with some guys that are pranksters. And they always are pulling pranks, and you always got to look behind your back and look behind your back. And after a while, it used to be a pain in the ass. Can you imagine having to do that for 162 games? People you don't know, and you don't have any idea how they're going to treat you day to day to day to day. It's just, I think it's too much. I know a lot of people say, well, they're a young squad. They're real young. They're going to galvanize and they're going to play tougher. I don't see it that way. I think it's it's like a nerve deal. After a while, you just run out of nerves, and I think some of these kids, I'm not so sure not going to see some of them want out of Houston before the season's out, and that's a big statement. But I mean, you think about it, when they're coming at you, and everybody's coming at you all the time. After a while, you just feel like, hell with it. It's got to end sometime. And how many of them's going to get hurt? And then think about it this way too. Let's say you get hurt, and you've been away from it for a week, and you've actually been, yeah. I feel you. My friend smacked me on my neck 5 times. Yeah. Think about it this way. If you've been away from it for a week and you've been able to relax and be able to sleep and just things like that, are you in a hurry to come back? Are you like, you know what? That arm hurts just a little bit, hurt worse than I thought it did. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to make light of guys making fun of injuries or anything. But anytime you get to rest in peace, and I'm not talking about, obviously, you know what I'm talking about, but actually have a chance to just kick back without having somebody all over you all the time, that type of relaxation means a lot. And then if it takes getting hurt, and then some of these guys end up getting hurt, then you got to start wondering, is that the only way that they're going to get any relaxation at all is to just get away from everybody? To me, I think it's a double-edged sword for the Astros, because if they're able, let's say they're able to withstand it, let's say they are, they're going to be given out by the end of the year anyway. They are just going to be. It's going to be like they're going to be walking on a knife blade all year long, and you just got to wonder, when's it going to happen? It just, to me, it's a tightrope, and I don't feel good about it. A long answer there for you, G Puck, but I just can't see the Astros putting up so much of a threat this year. I like the A's. The A's have not done a lot to help their cause, but they always are a team that plays tough. They Yeah, they just play tough, and that's to me the type of team that can give Astros a fit this year. Uh, Love it, Rob. They will snap at some point. I agree. I agree. I just think they're going to start snapping at each other, and you got a lot of attitudes on that team too. I mean, the third baseman's in love with himself. He's got and look. I've got a YouTube channel. Yes, I do. But the kid's got a YouTube channel showing every time he gives somebody money and stuff. I mean, come on, you know, what's his name? You guys got his name out, but you can actually go see it, and he's always, yeah, he's actually showing it off when when I gave this girl $100 tip, and come on, yeah, Bregman. Check it out. Bregman's got his own channel here. And I've seen him working out and trying to get better and stuff like that. More, props to him. But come on, when you do it, leaving tips, and you're a millionaire, and you're going to leave somebody $100 tip. Look, a millionaire leaving somebody $100 tip is like somebody that's not a millionaire leaving somebody a $10 tip. Come on, let's be for real about it. Okay, let's be for real about it. So if you're going to go out here and brag a little bit, you know, it's all according to how much money you got. It's just after a while, but he's a good ball player. He's a good ball player, small guy, and he is. He's a strong fella too. He's a real strong guy, but he's also playing. He's also playing in a candy box of a field called Houston. So I mean, indoors, they don't have to worry about the wind. It's just so many things that plays a part for Houston right now that, but to me, I just think it's just a matter of time, and I'm with G Puck on this one. It's just a matter of time before the powder keg explodes in Houston. And when it does, they've got to make some quick decisions. Okay, are we going to get rid of some of these players, or are we just going to ride with it? And then and when is Verlander? When is Verlander going to come back down to earth, so to speak? I mean, he's been really good the last couple of years, but he had some bad years. He had some not so great years in Detroit. And is he going to go out here and go 15-7, or is he going to go 9-15? It's just it all goes together. Cole is gone. A couple of the relievers are gone. I just like the A's. I like the A's here. I may be totally wrong. But I'm picking the A's in this one. We'll see what happens, guys. But New York Yankees, 7 games over the Dodgers, should be a really good World Series this year. Being that I picked the Yankees and the Dodgers, we obviously won't see that one again. But I can remember when I was a kid watching it, and that was a fun World Series to watch in the 70s. So who knows? It could happen, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my channel. Got some golf upcoming this week. I've got my voice back. I see I got some subscribers back too. 150 some subscribers, and we're growing, and growing at a pretty good rate. Thanks for you guys hanging around for me for the past week and a half. Anyway, I've just been under the weather, and I couldn't even hold my head up hardly for part of it. So thank you guys so much for that. We're going to have final round of the Masters coming up very soon. Who's going to win it? I do not know. No Tiger Woods. I mean, there's a lot of names missing from that leaderboard, but we're gonna see who's gonna end up winning the green jacket. A couple of people have asked me to wear a green jacket. I may well indeed do that, but I will probably only do it during the last 3 or 4 holes if I'm going to do that. Okay, so I may wear a green jacket only, only for the last little bit right there, right before the green jacket ceremony, to see who the champion of the Masters is going to be this year. We're going to have some more Jacob deGrom starts very soon. I don't know about this week. If we don't this week, then we will probably have to be at least 2 weeks, because I'm going to be hitting the trails next week, and I'm going to actually be going out of town. I'm taking this with me. I'm going to be taking you guys with me where I do go, and I may even take my GoPro with me and see what we can do. Might do a little picking, kind of like American Pickers, and we're going to be going. We're going to be going to the East Coast. Okay, we're going to be going around Richmond, Williamsburg, down around Yorktown, Newport News, all down in that area. We're going to be all in that area starting next weekend for a week. And I'm going to do some picking, guys. We may even go around. I may even see if I can find some, some like artifacts or something, maybe some Indian artifacts. I don't know. I don't even know what I may do, depending on the weather and depending on some of the places I'm able to find. But hope you guys hang with me. Who knows what we may end up getting into. So this week, I think maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. I think I'll try to get some of my golf going and see if we can get that final round of golf going, and we'll see what happens. So I'll get the table, try to get that out and ready for that. May even have my parents over tomorrow. I don't know what we got going on. Philadelphia Union plays tonight. If you are an MLS fan, they're on at like 10:05, 10:30, something like that. Fox Sports 1, they're playing one of the LA teams. I can't tell you which LA team because I don't know. But I know they're going out to LA to play tonight. Fox Sports 1 will have that if you're interested in watching Philadelphia Union. And if I had a big following of MLS fans, obviously I would come back tonight and we'd watch that together if you guys wanted to. But we just don't have quite the MLS following that I would hope for. But maybe we get a few more people involved in it. Soccer Blast coming up very, very soon too. So you guys don't give up on that. I'll have that coming back. Check out Alan Shaw's channel. Okay, he's here. Dave is ready for the hockey talk. Hadn't said anything about hockey tonight. Alan Shaw has a brand new game that he showed on his channel yesterday. ASG horse racing. I think it's horse racing or whatever. I love it. I love it. It's almost exactly like the ATMA horse racing, and you got different tracks and different things. I think it could be an awesome game. That is my next game going on right now. After I win my bet with
Phil.
Yeah, with Philip.
How come Mrs. Rob knows all this?
You know what's going on better than I do.
Yeah.
I've been sick.
Oh, I've been sick too.
I know you've been sick. Oh yeah, you got to check out this horse racing. It's really, really good. You don't have pieces. You just put the numbers on it. He just does that, and then once you use one of the racing, it's like a racing card pretty much. After you use it, it's no more good. You got the Corona? No, I don't have the Corona. I hope the hell not. Anyways, man, oh man, bite your tongue on that one. Gee willikers. I've not been out there, but we've been sick. Me and wife have been sick a lot this week. Um, don't know how we got sick, but I'm feeling a lot better. She's still coughing up some dry coughs here and there, but I'm pretty much just drinking water and praying, man. Um, so I got a lot of feedback too, guys, on this hockey. Most people don't like it. And and then after I heard reasonings and all, I thought, okay, this makes sense. So what about this? This is my final take on the hockey. You guys either can agree with me or disagree with me. All right. In regular play, there's 3 points if you win, and if you lose, 0. Okay. Let's do it that way. Then let's go to overtime. Let's make sure you don't fiddle around and not try to win. How do we do that? We do it this way. If you win in overtime, you still win 3 points, and the other team gets none. Okay? But if you fiddle around in overtime and you do not try to win, then it goes to a shootout. Okay? The shootout winner would only get 2 points for a win, and a shootout loser gets 1 point for a loss. So there's only a 1 point difference if it goes to a shootout. Two to the winning team, 1 to the losing team. And that's the only way you get a point is if you're a losing team on a shootout. You get 1 point. But other than that, you get 0 across the board. And if you lose in overtime, it's 3 points to nothing. So the other team gets 3 whole points for win. You get nothing. So think about it that way too. Maybe make you want to play a little harder, especially late in the year. If you need 3 points instead of 2, that you're going to have to go out there and try a little tougher. How's that, guys? Let me know what you think about that. In regular play and in overtime, if you win, you get 3 points. If it goes to a shootout, the winning team gets 2, losing team gets 1. Now, how's that one? Now that's a bet. How you like that one? G Puck likes that one. How you like that one? Because that way, if you're in overtime, it causes you to say, okay, man, we need the 3 points. We don't need 2. We need 3 because we got some catching up to do or whatever. Makes them play. Makes them get out there and play a little harder. How about that? How's it? All right. Even Gardner, Dave Gardner. Yes. Mr. Hockey himself does not like it. Doesn't say that's bad. How's that, guys? So, yeah. So, hey, and all I'm looking for is something where it looks like everybody would across the board would be like, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. You see what I'm saying? If you win, 3 points. If you win in overtime, 3 points. And then if we come to the shootout, 2 for the winner, 1 for the loser. Other than that, you don't get a point. If you lose a game, you don't get nothing. Participation don't get you nowhere. Okay? But if you do make it as far as a shootout, you guarantee just 1 point, though. And 1 point's not going to win you a whole lot in this league. You get, especially when wins are worth 3. Okay? And that's the way I think about it. Let's see how the people in the channel react to it. G Punk says not. I like that. And Dave Gardner, not bad. And not bad by Dave Gardner's standpoint is, I take that as a B- on my side anyway. So hey, I'll take it because Dave knows his hockey, and I like that because he is, got every hockey game there is to man known to man, I guess. Is there a game out there, Dave, hockey wise, that you are like, okay, this is going to be my next game, or to the point, or have you reached the point of, I think I have every hockey game I've ever heard of. I've got it. I mean, I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I'm just wondering if you've got every hockey game that you've ever like saw, and you just, okay, that's mine. Oh, I saw that and played. Okay, that's mine next time I see it. That kind of deal. Is there one out there like, I still don't have it. I think I have about 19 hockey games on cards and dice. Okay. Is there any out there that like, oh, I really, really want? And I'm talking about you thinking to yourself, I really, really would like to have that. Or is it pretty much I've got everything I need? I mean, I've got everything I've ever saw. I'm always looking for a new one to try. Yeah, but I mean, right now, have you spotted one? Have you got one in the that you spotted like, okay, I really want this one? Or you really don't have anything out there that your eyes caught? Can't think of one that I would really like to play. Okay, yeah. Dave, man, you got it. If you're a hockey fan, you need to check out Dave Gardner's channel. Dave is a hockey, more than a fan, man. I mean, you can just look at his room and he plays strat hockey, shootout hockey. I'm my fan. You know what? I got rid of my shootout hockey, dude. I really did. I just did not like shootout at all. I did not have fun with it. I got rid of it. That was a game. That was a game I did not like playing it. Um, there were no line changes involved. It just was not for me. It wasn't my game, that's for sure. That was one of my worst games I had, and I'm sorry, I did not enjoy it. Um, do you have Hockey Blast, Dave? And look, guys, that's on play.com. Shootout Hockey is about watching it. Not really liking it. Oh, really? See, I would like it if you have to change lines and stuff, things like that. Um, I still got to one with Catico or whatever, where you actually control them and stuff like that. Just didn't grab you. Okay, everybody's different on that deal. Everybody's different. Stratomatic hockey to me flows the best. Oh, okay. Hey, you know what? Especially if you get to choose when they shoot. I think you should be able to choose when they shoot, not be told when they shoot, stuff like that. But I have watched Hockey Blast from play. I've never played it. I don't have it, so I cannot give anybody a yes or no to it, one way or the other. I do have Soccer Blast. I love that game, but I've got two different. I mean, I've got all the MLS teams, and I've got all the teams from over in England, and it's it's just so much fun because I'm actually playing one of the Premier League teams, or I'm playing the MLS team. What's my favorite card and dice game? Any sport, your go-to game? Oh my Lord, have mercy! Oh wow! Oh man! Oh man! Oh goodness gracious! Hit me with one right in the gut, G Puck. Um, man. Ah man! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Wow! Wow! Well, I like NPNG Plus baseball pretty good. Um, it's not accurate lefties and righties. But that's a game I really like to play. G Puck, have you ever seen some of my older videos? Played 170 games with the Red Sox, almost to where I got sick of seeing them every day. Believe it or not, I'm a Red Sox fan. 2018 team. I've got over 150 videos of me playing in PNG Plus baseball. Love that. Wow. Legends of Wrestling. Legends of Wrestling. I love playing that. Uh, your team's the Red Sox. Oh, okay. Hey, you got to go back and watch some of that then, man. I'm telling you. That was some games where we had won and we got beat, and there was some games we were getting whipped and got come back. So go back and watch some of those. I even have them, I think, numbered Red Sox replay game 1, 2, 3, all the way to 162. And some of them I was sick during that time, and I just played them at home and didn't broadcast. Chris's wrestling dice game is great. You know, I've never played it. Never played that. My Legends of Wrestling, I love playing that just due to the fact it's some great illustrations done on that. I have been working almost a year on a drag racing game. I'm getting in touch now. I actually have somebody that has gotten in touch with me about doing the artistry work for it to finish it up, and pretty proud of that game. It's and I'm gonna actually do some more testing of that game on here before it's over with. I played it a couple of times last year, where you can bring your hot rod to the track. You can bring your Ford, you can bring your Dodge, you can bring your Chevy, and depending on what type of car you had, it really would go to the track well. Some of them didn't hook to the track well, depending on who you had driving your car, stuff like that too, and it all played a part in it. I am definitely jumping at this ASG horse racing. I really love Dynasty League baseball, but takes longer. Multiple dice rolls, gets to be a drag at times. Very detailed. Oh, okay. I want to play a horse race. I want to get a horse racing game, but I actually want to have 6 people sitting at my table. Each person has a horse. And I really think that'll be fun, especially if everybody has their own choice as to how they want to move and all, and how you want to make things go. I think it can be an awesome, fun game. And I've seen Alan Shaw. He just purchased it. If you haven't checked his channel out, ALAN space SHAW. Look on my YouTube homepage. You'll see Alan's name on there, and he never does it live. He always records it and then puts it online. And I'm telling you, you got to go back and watch. He's only done one race yet, but he's got like 20 different race courses, and it shows you and all. And he'll tell you, who all's going to race. And he had like 6 horses racing, but that is just, I'm telling you, it is just, it was fun to watch. It was fun to watch because you're just kind of wondering who's going to get the next chance to do whatever and all that. And if you're in the lead, you get to try to kind of push away from everybody. But then next thing you know, when you try to pull away, a lot of them try to catch you. So it's tough to pull away in that deal. It really is. So the longer the race, the better chance you've got to pull away. That's the way it works. 6 furlongs, you don't have much chance. Mile and an eighth, mile and a quarter, mile and a half, kind of like you do, in the derbies and the Kentucky Derby, mile and a quarter, mile and a half for Belmont. There's a better chance you may end up having some guys pulling away. But things like that, I love that, especially when you have to take into consideration, other people's got dice rolls coming up, and you just got to play. You can't be stupid then. You got to be smart about it. try to play as smart you can. A lot of times, smart as you want to be, you just can't. You just can't outthink yourself. It just ends up hurting you. But it's always fun to play a game that's strategy involved, and I love that type of stuff. And yeah, I think it horse racing game is going to be fun. He told me he is having a blast with it, and it looked like he was. And it didn't take him probably 30 minutes. I don't even know how many minutes it was on that last uh, that horse race, but it was. I sat there and watched it all. I sat there and watched it and didn't have a problem with it. And I never wanted to be like, okay, I want to, run this up a little further and get closer to the end. Now, it was more fun watching it play by play, trying to figure out, how things are going to unfold in this race. And that's what I did. So, yeah, that. What else do I like to play? Red, white, and blue racing is pretty good. Um, I like to have a say as to what my driver can do once in a while. That's more of a stats-driven type thing. If you really had a great year, you got a good card. If you didn't have a great year, or you didn't race well, you don't have a great card. I added the if you've watched me race any of my red, white, and blue races, I added the pedal to the metal trait to all my races, and didn't really ask Keith about it. I just told Keith that I was going to do change a couple of the traits rather than duals. I was going to do pedal to the metal. I think some people have enjoyed that. They've taken that and kind of rode with it and done their own things, and which makes it even more fun for me because seeing that some people have taken something that I came up with and twisted it, and maybe even made more fun out of it. So, hey, I love it when people are able to do that. Soccer Blast, I love that. You can decide a lot of times if you want to go one-on-one with somebody. There's a lot of things you can do with Soccer Blast. You're not always limited in your shot making and stuff. You can go one-on-one if somebody wins a battle, and then it's either whether your guy can get down there and beat them one-on-one, or either they get beat, or either the goalkeeper saves it. So that's a fun game. Really, right now, I don't have any hockey games that I can be really proud of or happy about. Like I say, I had to shoot out hockey, and that didn't really thrill me at all. I would love to have a good hockey game. I was a big fan of the Edmonton Oilers, and I'm still a big fan of this Edmonton Oilers team. They are really playing their asses off this year, and I'm really looking forward to the playoffs because I think they can come out of the West. I think that they're good enough to come out of the West this year, and I hope they are. I would love to see them. I would love to see them play in the Flyers in the finals, but I don't know if the Flyers are quite that good a team yet. But we'll see. We'll see. But I would love, love, love to see Edmonton represent the West in the finals. And then who knows the East, man? The East is a beast this year. I guess Boston's probably the best team out there. But there's some good teams. And probably would be Boston and Edmonton. That could be a knockdown drag out right there because Edmonton has a lot of speed. They really do. And their defense is lacking a little bit, but they have a lot of offense. And I think they could be a surprise team this year. I hope they will be. But I don't know. Other than that, I play History Maker baseball some. History Maker golf, I enjoy that. Yeah, I'm actually going to be playing that tomorrow. That's a fun game. And yeah, Boston and Tampa getting interesting, genuine dislike between them. Yeah, It's Boston. Boston could they could be a team that by the time the finals hits, they're not going to be the team that you think they would be. Just due to the fact if there's especially a lot of fights, then watch out for a team like Washington. Um, watch out for Philadelphia. You know, Philadelphia is a team. If you want to put the brawling aspect back in things, they are as good as anybody about that. JVR, he's going to be out 2-3 weeks now. That's going to hurt them. They can't afford to lose him very long. But they're a very very good team. They won 7, 8 in a row, and he played a big part of that. He helped them win 2 or 3 of those games. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, Vegas is playing really good hockey right now too. So we'll see what happens. I think there's going to be some really good hockey playoffs this year, and I really hope there are, because they've swapped it around this year and tried to make it where you had to pay to watch them play all year long, and that sucks. Put them on what if you didn't have this certain network or whatever, didn't pay for the channel or whatever, you weren't going to sit there and watch some of the. I am playing the 72 Cup Finals in Strat right now. Boston leads New York 3-1, headed to Game 5. Oh, okay. Dave plays a lot of hockey, guys, and that is, that's really cool. Are you going to be playing it online, Dave? Are you going to be playing it live? Dave needs to play it live. All right. How about Game 5? You going to do that live? All right. Maybe he'll do Game 5 for us as well. So, yep. He's got a great voice for it. Plays well. He knows how the game is played. Dave Gardner, excellent person to watch. And if my channel ain't rolling, I always say flip it on to Dave, because Dave's always fun to watch. Another Dave to watch, Dave Little. He has a lot of good wrestling on his. He also has his path with Jesus. He does that generally on Monday nights, he said. Earlier today, I heard him say he was supposed to actually go to a conference where President Trump was going to be speaking at this week, which is down in Orlando. And they, due to the coronavirus, they canceled it. So, yeah, he does great basketball, great wrestling, and he said he was going to do his walk with Jesus. So definitely look forward to watching Dave there. Dave Little is an excellent guy. He is a great basketball commentator, man. I'm telling you, he does a great wrestling job. Don't get me wrong, but the man belongs behind a mic somewhere. Some college somewhere. You need to hire this guy, because he sounds like the ultimate pro doing it. He is that good. He's fun to watch, and he's fun to listen to if you can't watch him. So definitely, if you get a chance to watch Dave Little's channel, even some of his older stuff, some of the older wrestling, older basketball, you're going to be like, wow, this guy's really good. He is really good. I've used all my time for the night, guys. Thanks so much. I'm going to be around some this week. We're going to have final round coverage of the Masters starting tomorrow morning. I will try to maybe get 6 holes on maybe by tomorrow night. So that's going to be really tough because that'll take a couple hours, maybe 3 hours. So, if you want to watch it along with me, I hope you will. I've been asked by a few people, when you're going to get your golf going, when you're going to get your golf going. So I'm going to get it going tomorrow, guys, and we're going to see what we can do. If I don't finish it before the weekend, I will promise you I'll take it with me when I go. Thanks a lot, Dave. I will take it with me when I go out of town, and I will finish it while we're out of town. And we will finish it as a group. Okay. Till I see you again, my name's Rob. Thanks so much for supporting my channel. Thank you for supporting me and my family. It almost brings a tear to my eyes, guys. When you guys get in touch with me, I'll be in the bed. And how you doing, Rob? How you doing? And I'll be like, man, you don't even know how much it means. It really does hit me right here. Till I see you again. Thanks a lot. Have a good one, guys, and God bless. Thanks a lot.